Hello, my dear children. How are you all? Hope you are doing great in life and staying safe at home. You all must be wondering how come an unfamiliar voice, other than your class 5 subject teachers, is taking up your class today? No, don't worry. I'm not going to take much of your time. If you all promise to listen whatever is there in this video carefully. So, do you promise, children? I hope so. Let's begin the show. Children, today we will be doing Value Education, chapter number 11, Being Responsible Citizens, which is given on page number 50 of your Moral Minds book. So, if you feel like, you can open up your textbooks as well. So, let's begin. Children, yesterday was a Friday, and you all must be excited for the weekend. Some of you might be planning to watch movies. Some of you might be thinking to watch cartoons. Others might be thinking of sleeping in the blanket on such chilly winter mornings. After all, no class means ultimate fun. Or some of you might be even thinking of rotating your schedule and completing your homework. Okay, so you all can do whatever you feel like. But can I just add a sweet twist to your weekend plans? Okay, let us start. But before starting the chapter, let us guess what the upcoming slides have in store for us. Are you ready? Yay! You are ready. Let's begin. I know you all are excited. So, children, let's discuss the first definition, which is not there in your book, but I'm sure you have studied this definition in your social studies subject. So, children, according to you, who is a citizen? Did you know this? I'm sure you must be knowing it. A citizen is a person who lives in a country, whether a village, town, or a city, permanently or on a long term basis. A citizen is someone who has been granted full rights and responsibilities as a member of the nation. Okay, let's move further and let us see what all is coming on our slides. What is happening here? Now, can I ask you a question? Okay, please be honest. Do you close the tap when not in use? I'm sure you must be doing the same. Some of you are saying, I don't know. Some of you are raising your hands. Some of you are saying that, yes, ma'am, we do. Okay, let's move further to the next slide. Now look at this slide. What's happening here? Some electricity buzzing? Okay, so now tell me, do you realize that when you switch off fans and lights, when not in use, you are actually helping your country? You want to ask your mom first. Okay, you can go and ask. Let's study now. Okay, so my next question to you is, who are known as the responsible citizens of our country? What all duties do we have as responsible citizens? Can you answer this? My dear children, look at the word responsibility. If we divide the word into two parts, it itself means responsibility, which means the ability to choose your response. So, children, be my good students and start volunteering. Now, let us find out the answers for the questions which I asked you in the previous slide through a story. After all, who says Only grandmother can read you a story. Today, your Mahima ma'am will do that for you because I missed you all so much. Okay, so it's story time. Let's read. Rahul was a careless boy. His mother could be heard asking him, Rahul, please switch off the computer before you go down to play. Our electricity and water charges are so high. Think about your country. We face power cuts because of power shortage, which is usually a result of its wastage. Alas, Rahul never listened. No matter how many times his mother reminded him of his duties, he did not care. In fact, Rahul did not even bother to switch off the fan or lights. He would leave the tap open while brushing, all along wasting a lot of water. One day, Rahul was alone at home. While Rahul brushed, the water supply went off. He just managed to get water from the kitchen and then went off for his tuition classes. In his absence, the water supply resumed. Rahul had left the tap open. Now the water started draining off. Rahul had left the soap at one side and not in the soap dish. It slipped off into the basin to block the drain. Slowly, water started flooding the place. The neighbors came to know only when water started seeping out of the main door. The neighbors then called up Rahul's mother. The main connection was called to avoid further flooding and wastage. But the residents have to bear the brunt, as there was no supply for hours, till Rahul and his mother returned and opened the lock. One of the neighbors said to Rahul, "You are an irresponsible citizen, Rahul. It's high time that you become responsible. Come, let's clean the water before another accident takes place." Many people brought mops. Some of them brought buckets. They broomed, wiped, mopped the floor to release water drain. But it was seen that Rahul was in his own ego and he was saying that I am responsible. And he gave expressions as if he didn't care. Let us see what happens next. At the end of the story, Rahul did his bit. He saw the way some people were dipping the mop in water and squeezing it back into the bucket. He realized that everybody is so responsible. So he also learned to be a responsible citizen through the hard way. They were bothered about the damages to the property and furniture. They were such responsible citizens. Rahul's father offered to pay for another tanker, but the neighbors decided to pool money as Rahul was like their own child. He got really ashamed of his carelessness and changed for the better. He thanked his neighbors, who were also the residents of the society, for their timely help. Now, children, you must understand that Rahul learned a lesson. You should also learn how to be a responsible citizen who is also known as a super kiddo. Now, can you all answer? I hope you will be able to answer the questions which I asked you at the beginning of this video. Those were get set which were given in your moral mind book on page number 50. Please don't forget to read it. Now let us discuss the moral of the story. To be good and responsible citizen, it is necessary to be honest and trustworthy. Respect the elders, be compassionate towards others, and take responsibility of your own actions. Then only you will be able to help the country to progress. Remember, children, a responsible citizen discourages corruption to encourage honesty. This is also given in your Moral Minds book on page number 53. Okay, let's move further. I hope you will not behave like an indisciplined child, like an irresponsible child, as Rahul did earlier in this story. So do not make faces while you are just being taught in the home, at home. Become the good citizens. To become the good citizens, I have some ways for you all. You can keep the city clean as this man is doing. He is doing his bit, and some children are also taking efforts. Okay. The next thing which you can do is switch off the electrical appliances before you leave your house. And the next one, keep your home toilets clean. When you are using public toilets, use it properly. Stand in a queue and wait for your turn, like these people are doing in the image. Let's move further and let's see these pictures. Now, children, in this corona pandemic, you have to maintain your hygiene as well. Make sure to flush after using washrooms at your home as well. And also wash your hands. The government tries to ensure cleanliness, children. You can also contribute by not littering and throwing waste here and there. Throw the waste in various types of dustbins only, which you must have studied, the waste management topic, which you must have studied in your social studies books and in your science books as well. You must be knowing the different types of dustbins as well. Let's move further. And it is exercise time. Let us do this thing. Okay, so children, today you have to tackle a hot question which is given in your Moral Minds book, page number 53. Now, I want you all to put your thinking caps on and tackle this hot question. The question says, how can responsible citizens help their country to progress? I hope you might have got the answer for the same till now. Complete all the exercises which are given on page number 52, children, like word fun, some multiple choice questions, etc. There is one more exercise which is given on page number 53. Shake hands with yourself and also try to answer that. Now, there is this life skill activity also given on page number 53, which you have to complete in the book itself. All these exercises you have to complete in the book itself. So, in that exercise, you have to write any two acts performed by responsible citizens and careless citizens, respectively. Okay? So you have to tell two acts which are performed by responsible citizens and two acts which are performed by careless citizens. I hope you like this video and you learned the lesson from the same. Eventually, you should understand, children, that in our dreams begin responsibilities. Also, I would like to end this video by a very famous quote by Abraham Lincoln. You cannot escape the responsibility of tomorrow by evading it today. Thank you, children. Bye-bye. Take care. Stay safe. Stay healthy. See you soon.